Reddit UHC.
That one.
LeMayo.
Today
We don't have a
our
new member,
guest
and
on.
we don't have a guest.
What if the podcast was the podcast was called 19 and podcast was Latin for 19?
Oh, Joey, nobody
Can
wants
we do
to
the
talk.
incorrect version of podcast?
Can we just talk
In
about
Latin.
our new guest and our new member? I don't care about Joey.
No, I don't either. That was.
Welcome.
I mean, I wouldn't
Hunter
really
is
say a
new
new
member
guest.
of the podcast. You saw him as a guest last week, I believe.
Yeah, we have Wolfie, boy,
Woo.
and then also Odyssey is back for a podcast. Just a single one.
That's that guy.
This week is Weight Watcher edition.
How
Instead
many
of Reddit
pounds did you lose
UHC.
on Nutrisystem? Wait, is Nutrisystem and Weight Watchers two different things?
I thought NutraC was a Minecraft server.
Nutrisystem?
Oh, close enough.
One option.
I lost 30 pounds in the first 7 weeks of Nutrisystem. Okay.
Now with Mischevous' exercise ball, you can lose 8 pounds a day by playing Minecraft sitting on an exercise
Are
ball.
we actually like sponsored by these
As long as
people,
you
or are
don't
we
eat.
just?
We're trying
Yes,
to be
we
sponsored by
actually
them.
got
They've all
us-
ignored my letters.
Let's get on it. Come on.
I
We
faxed them, but I haven't got
We
a
actually
fax.
get some
The
sponsors.
YouTube money ain't enough. The YouTube money ain't enough to keep affording our very, very expensive guests like Odyssey. We wanted $200 an hour.
We flow him in
I
with a
charge by the
$5,000 limo.
Alright, somehow since last week we've gained like 2,000 something proposals to the hosting committee, apparently.
Oh, I
What
thought you
was
meant
your
marriages.
What was your number, Luke? What was your
I think it
number?
was 2,675.
Yeah,
That's
now
good.
we have 5,698 hosting
Closer
committee
to
proposals by
3,000.
Bitlington.
Still haven't gotten it right yet. Get there
What are your
someday.
guys' views on the hosting committee?
Hold on, I gotta read it. You guys start talking about it.
Well, Reddit is currently
I don't
crashing,
read
and I
these
have
too
not
long.
read it yet.
Oh my god, people!
Well, how about I just explain it?
Yeah,
go
that
with
sounds like a
that.
good idea.
Wait, am I meant to
Alright,
read
so-
Reddit posts?
I talked to some of the other mods, and we figured out how we're going to do this. So we're going to have a sign-up form where if you want to be on the committee, you can sign up. And then once we get a good amount of people, we will set up a public vote where you can vote for your top 5 people you want to be on the hosting committee. And you'll need a Google account, so that will prevent duplicate votes. And then once...
Couldn't I make a second Google account?
Yeah, I have
gonna-
like 6 Google
Go
accounts.
ahead. I mean, if you really want to put the work in, you can. But...
The best ginger.
10 votes for MPMG.
yeah, once we get... We're aiming for around 20 people. And the reason we're gonna have so many people is because the hosting committee is gonna be 2 things. It's gonna be a verification system and an advisory. The verification system is just gonna be there, so in order to advertise, you have to get verified, and in order to get verified, you just have to make sure that your server is able to host a match. Which means you know how to pre-gen and set spawns, and just to make sure that a game can run smoothly. Nothing involving how a player behaves and stuff like that, because no beginner host is perfect.
Yeah.
So then we're not gonna do bans. We're gonna leave that to the UBL committee, and the hosting advisory is just gonna be like a hub of information for new hosts. They can get support from the people on the committee, and the committee will work together to make a very nice guide so that new hosts can set up their server really well.
I
That's
have,
gonna be the majority of
I
it.
have a question. How does the verification system work? Is it manual? Like, you physically go onto the server and say, this is fine.
Yeah, so we'll have a lot of people, so you only need like 2 or 3 people to hop onto the server, and they'll just run through a quick checklist to make sure they have all the stuff necessary. And if they don't, they'll get told on how to fix it, and then they can just ask to be verified again later.
Is this checklist gonna be, like, properly online, or is it just gonna be, like, secret, like...
It'll be
man,
very,
like,
no, it'll be public. It'll be very objective. And it's just gonna have the core stuff that requires the server to run well.
I've got a question. What are we going to do about hosts that don't seem to listen to anything they say at all? Like, you point them in the right direction, you tell them where to improve, 5 games pass, and they haven't done anything at all to improve. What do we do from there?
Well, as long as they're hosting matches that run fine, I don't see any need for them
No, I'm
to
saying,
improve.
like, they're not running fine, so the hosting committee intervenes to point them in the right direction, and then they don't do anything to improve. They don't even listen. What do you do then?
Well, if it comes to the point where they can't host a match well, then we can intervene. And I think we should reserve that right to do that without any specific guidelines.
I agree there. I
Would,
think that...
but would it be the hosting committee intervening or the UBL committee?
We could almost bring it to the hosting, the UBL committee, kind of like bring a proposal saying like we decided that the best option is to ban this guy for a week or whatever.
I assume this is just do you plan on expanding any more than what you've already said on it? Like adding more to it? I don't know.
Well, I mean, people want it to just to be like a information. So, I mean, the big thing is just going to be having a bunch of good hosts in one area that can be accessed by many people. That's going to be the big idea.
Also, for the verified thing, are you just gonna like flare them on the subreddit?
But yeah, what's nice is we can actually just do a verified or approved submitter system where you have to be an approved submitter to post on that subreddit.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it works well.
I like the idea personally.
I do too.
I think it'll be,
Yeah.
it'll be a nice.
I mean, I'm not too much on hosting, but something I've always seen is that even if it's your server and you've paid for it, you're still agreeing to abide by the subreddit's rules to host.
Yeah, they always complain about how they don't like being told what to do, but the fact is that if you want any sort of order, you're gonna have to follow some rules, so deal with it.
It's like school. I can buy my own locker, but it's still the school's locker, and they can take it away.
That's exactly it. Like,
Who uses lockers in high school? I'm sorry, that was a bad analogy.
I haven't used them.
I have
I
lockers.
haven't since.
So you're saying nobody hosts
I have
dibzcraft, right? That's what.
Yes. Nobody hosts. We can take it away. No.
I don't know how I feel about the verification system, but I guess I'll see what happens with it.
I'd personally be excited for like the UBL committee finally getting hosting bans. That's something I feel should have been there like a really long time ago.
I just don't know if we've really decided how to deal with it. Hopefully that
Well,
happens.
it's a very controversial topic because we're volunteering their time and money to basically give you something that you want to enjoy. You don't exactly want to make them have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it. You don't want to have a complicated process that, oh, I don't know, you have to read up this gigantic thing and then prepare everything and then finally take a test to make sure that you can host. You just want to jump right into it and then that's it. You're ready to go.
Yeah.
I think, like, with the verification system, I would prefer if it's just like anyone can take your slot over it, but I don't know if that would encourage them enough to get verified.
Well, with the way that games fill now, I don't know. Maybe it might be different now because schools are back in session. But with that, at least, I don't know. Do games really fill mid-game, like midday now, when everyone's still maybe at school?
Actually, I played an FFA the other day that got about 22 people in it.
Well, I think the reason
I think it depends on what's hosted in relation to it.
Yeah, game mode's a big part.
Yeah.
The whole reason the verification system is there is to answer the problem of people complaining that hosts are canceling their games because they don't have it set up right, or people can slash world and they're screwing up everything and the host doesn't know what to do. It's mainly just to prevent that stuff that always gets complained about.
So it's mostly just checking configuration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume once like the hosting committee is like established right away, everyone's gonna have to get verified. You're not gonna specifically.
Well, the way I see it is we'll have it so you don't have to be verified for like a month, but in that time you can get verified. And then once most people are verified, then we can start kicking the rule into place. That way the beginning load's not overwhelming.
With the verification, I mean, you don't really need to schedule a match, right? I mean, you could just have one of the members come on and check everything.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you can't do commands, that you're allowed to do, like, you know, allowed to do what needs to be done and not allowed to do what shouldn't be done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, simple as that. That sounds like a nice step in the right direction.
And we're gonna have a lot of people on the committee, and so we'll be able to handle the requests, and that ensures that anyone that should be on it is most likely going to be on it, and there'll be a lot of checks and balances within it that will keep everyone in line.
Yeah.
And I think maybe one of the biggest things we could do is start writing like a big wiki on how to configure the most common plugins like World Guard, Essentials, Command Book, the very well-known plugins that almost everyone runs.
Yeah, well, the committee will work together to make a really nice guide for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there used to be one, but it's kind of outdated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you'll keep it updated and such, right?
Yeah.
As of new updates like 1.8.
Oh. Anything else we should add on to that? I think I have
Because
nothing
The
to
way it's
say.
being
fairly well.
organized, yeah, it really looks like it's gonna.
It's
be
like
a
it's gonna be good.
System.
I've only hosted back when, you know, guys, I'm hosting an impromptu. Skype message your friends to join.
Hey,
So I can't really.
I
say much
hosted
here.
so many impromptus when I used to host. That was more than like half of my games were just impromptus.
My first games were like that. It was just kind of, you know, whitelist is open now. Game is in a couple of hours. Go ahead and join.
I didn't post it on the sub. I would just be in the big UHC Skype chat. Is that a thing still?
Oh, no one's
yeah, in the
talking,
big
like,
UHC
circle
Skype
jerk.
chat, it was always like, "Hey, impromptu, come."
It's funny because the impromptus of a year ago are just normal matches now.
Oh yeah, when it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what for a while wasn't it like had to be like 6
12
hours or
12.
something?
Wasn't it like 12?
Yeah, it was like 12 hours, and then like everyone would just like complain at you for not putting impromptu in the title, and it's like this is really nice.
Now
really
every
ma-
match would be considered impromptu.
And also
really.
Joey can
Yeah.
do the calendar, and that's probably why.
God,
Google
We
Calendar.
have to mention that every single
Every
week.
single
Yep.
podcast.
Welcome back to Joey Can Calendar Podcast, episode 19.
I
Alright.
remember I used to check the active. I used to check upcoming matches specifically.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
Joey would never have it updated until like.
Hey, it would be the exact same time. I'd do it 3 times a day. In the morning, at school lunch break, and then when I get home.
I remember when we were starting to phase in the standardized match posts, and like the guide back then was written so bad, like for how to do the match post title, and it was just that's why like I remember not using it for so long, because it was just like this is the worst like guide ever.
Or before
just
there
copy
was
and paste other people's.
before there was
100.
UTC time.
Yeah, instead Hunter had his own post, like 100 player Hearts of Malice.
Well, no, those were when we had the proper title. I'm talking about.
Oh.
This was 2013, I believe.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forget
my
that
first
you
match
used
post was in
those.
February of 2013, and there was no formatting whatsoever.
Yeah, that's about when it was March of 2013.
Yeah, and it's like, what the hell is British time? I do not know these things.
Yeah.
What the hell is British time? And then the first daylight savings, that was
Oh yeah, with the
Everyone was
first
so
daylight savings, I was like, what is time? Time is warped. We have moved to the space-time continuum, and we are now in the planet Jupiter.
You know, guys, we're still in the
4.
first topic of the fucking podcast.
Because it's not like we
What
only
the
have like
fuck?
6.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Like Sanic.
That wasn't even a. Oh, yeah, it was a top.
Well, at least it's better than like settling on the lowest possible guest last week. Oh my gosh, we need to get just anyone who's online.
Yeah. Fuck
Don't
the
lie,
guests
that's what
last week.
happened.
We have the same criteria for new
No,
members. Who would have
no,
known?
no. dibzcraft was like, I like Hunter. Hunter podcast material. Let's add Hunter for guest.
To be fair,
Tibbs'
Hunter was
fault.
in the podcast group at one point. I remember adding him in the old group.
And then like
definitely-
immediately removing me.
Yes. No.
Play sad
no.
music.
I think I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna search.
Oh my
podcast.
god, Raven, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Oh no,
Oh.
I don't have it on this guy. Okay,
This
no,
reminds
Raven,
me
you
of
don't have the first
of the
first
mistake
podcast.
I did. So I was in Skype. I sneezed like late at night, and I accidentally dragged Raven into the moderator chat.
Oh yeah, the hardcore moderator chat. Yeah.
And then like
How
I
did
was
you
like
manage?
freaking out because I didn't know if I had powers in that chat or not, so I didn't know if I could kick him from the chat. And I was pretty sure Raven was asleep, so I couldn't just ask him to leave, and I didn't want any of the other mods
No,
to be
I
like,
was in the
why
channel
is
with
Raven
you."
here?
I was in the channel with you, Hunter, when you did it, because you meant to add, it was you were gonna add me to your moderators group on the for Iron Wolf.
And then I sneezed, and then I just typed mod in the search bar, and then I dragged you into the wrong one. That's what
Did
it
you
was.
sneeze or did you
Yeah.
do it by
I'm
accident?
pretty sure I sneezed it also, which is kind of why I must have not.
It was
seen
just an accident.
Yeah.
The chat still hasn't appeared, because I remember him happening. He's like, "Oh my god, I added you to the wrong group." I'm like, "What group do you add me to?" It was like the r/hardcore moderators chat. I'm like, "Oh."
Can you add me to that real quick?
WTFast. Next discussion topic.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
thank
was just reading that, and this is ridiculous.
Okay, so what the fast? Or with WTFast, I always go with the fast. Raven, do you know what this is? Because I think you have it.
I can explain it.
Okay, Hunter, you explain it. You're smarter.
Okay, so what WTFast is it's a program that you install on your computer. Basically what it does is if you know what a VPN is, it routes your internet traffic for Minecraft
I
through
doubt
a
most
specific
people know what
server. Yeah, so it routes all of your Minecraft data through a specific server, And how it works is they have these servers that are located in the same data center that most big Minecraft hosts use. So that way WTFast is able to get the best possible, so the shortest possible length of underground cabling that it has to take to get to where it needs to go. And because of that, it lowers your ping because it doesn't have to take some crazy route. For example, Australia players usually have to, like when they log on to a US server, it goes through the undersea cables from Australia to Los Angeles, then up north through California, and then out across the US to, if it's a New York server. Now, what WTFast would make it do is it would make it go directly from Australia to San Jose, which is more of Northern California, and then out across the US. So that shaves a lot of time off your ping. And that is how that program is basically able to give you an advantage over someone else who doesn't have it.
Yeah, it works really well for me.
It's also not specific to Minecraft, I believe, right?
It does work for, basically everything. But it kind of leads to no knockback and melee.
Melee?
Sometimes.
That's just simply because of a better
I think the thing to take from this is that there's a way to manually decrease your latency, which is possible by just upgrading your internet. So I don't really see how this makes a difference.
It's also a free program. There's you can do a month trial thing and find out a way to reset it or change your clock back. That's what I do if I need to use it.
Now this does not
link
work
it to Facebook
for everyone.
And make a new account.
At least it does not always improve pings.
That's the problem I have with it. I would not have a problem with it. I mean, I've used it, and I'd probably reinstall it again for Australian servers only. First of all, I'm just going to point this out now. If you use it on a server where you already get good connection, you're a dick. Because you don't get knocked back. I don't know if it was Raven, but I used it on Zephyr.
Yeah, and, it's not a fun time.
I used it on Zephyr, and it's just I'm getting 1 MS and they're getting none. But since it doesn't work for everybody, it almost seems unfair because... it almost seems unfair because it's a free program for 30 days, and you'd think everybody would be able to use it, but since it doesn't work for everybody, I kind of...
Also max,
Yeah, I'm very indifferent.
Well, how would you detect it?
You can
if you're the best ginger and cynical and say, I'm turning it on.
I actually block proxies on my servers because that's what it shows up. It shows up as a proxy because your external IP is changed. So the server sees it as coming from that server in the same data center that WTFast owns. So it can actually mask your true IP, which is where I have a problem with it. Because this can actually skew UBL committee results. It could probably match people up falsely as having the same IP, and some people might get falsely reported for being an alt by using it.
I've never actually thought about that.
That right there is the only reason I would think you would want
OC.tc, Overcast Network has What the Fast banned, I believe. I'm 30% sure on that.
Yeah, it does.
How did you get the number 30?
Well, the other 70% of me is asleep. But I don't think any other major network has it banned though, other than I guess Hunters.
I believe Bad Lion does.
Yeah, Crimson said Bad Lion does.
I would think I'd want it to be banned, specifically the thing Hunter Wolf brought up, where it would skew results searching for IPs for banned players and such. But overall, really, maybe not so much for people with good ping using it already to a server, but most people already have an advantage with it, right? No, or at least already have that advantage not using it. And that would really just help other people get on that level, right? An Australian player versus a US player, it'd be at least sort of similar.
Well, but then we start bringing in a lot of external variables, so if we basically ban WTFast, then are we basically going to ban VPN clients too? I mean, I use a VPN when I play on kind of sketchy servers that I don't know if I'd really trust with my IP. So is that not allowed now? So I have to use my real IP all the time?
Personally, I really just don't think it should be banned.
It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've just, after a lot of discussion and realizing that I'm not doing any good in arguments, I just don't give
And the reason Bad Lion and OCTC can have these is because they have a central network where all their servers are running the same software, so it's easy for them to implement something like this.
I actually implemented it on mine shortly before it closed, and it's very easy to implement. It's a plugin, just one plugin. You just drop it in the hub server, and that's it. Don't have to worry about it.
Not all the hosts use Bungie.
I mean,
no, it's not Bungie.
Yeah.
It's not Bungie. It's a bucket plugin.
The biggest thing I've just had a problem with is when you use it and you already have good ping. Like, that's just what that's a little bit of a tryhard. And I really think it's good for Australians and it's good for people that play on really laggy servers. But
Yeah,
it's just it provides problems when it comes to things like I said, the melee, which apparently up until today people thought I was crazy and that I was the only one that ever had those melee problems. But Raven, you've seen them, right?
I have seen the people who don't get knocked back when they're using WTFast, or just get these insane combos where they're unhittable, and I don't necessarily think it's the most fair thing, but I also don't know if it's really bannable by any means.
Yeah, it's just a topic that's been discussed on a few subreddits I'm a part of lately.
Another thing to add on to that as well, if you want to go as far as saying it's not allowed because it manipulates your connection, what about other ways of manipulating your connection, be it through purposely doing stuff to your router, packet mangling? You can do that to make it just...
As Luke said earlier, it's just too much work to try to
and that's the thing, you know. You can do stuff as simple as sitting at the far edge of your house so you get bad Wi-Fi signal.
You'd be able to sit at the close corner of your house. Nope.
I no longer support WTFast, and I'm no longer against it. It's just there for me.
I don't really support using WTFast. I basically, once it expired on my computer, I just said, okay, well, I'm not gonna go through the trouble to get it back usable. I'm just not gonna use it anymore, even in Aussie games.
It's almost just it makes me think of Optifine almost, because you can get better frame rates in the Zoom.
That in the comments.
It can be discouraged, but I mean, it's not really something you can actively ban. It just
Remember when zooming wasn't allowed?
Can I make a point?
Yes, go ahead, Joey. Can't.
Yeah, so before I started like getting back into UHC and everything, so dibz told me about WTFast, and as soon as I used it on a US game, it worked really well for me, and I was having so much fun. I was playing at least 2 games a day for a week.
Like, see, I like it, and the thing that makes me sad about it is I'd probably support WTFast a lot more if it just wasn't for the fact that I don't think I've met a single EU person that it works for.
I think it's a great name.
WTFast. But yeah, I've only seen it work on Australian, New Zealand, and American and Canadians. I have not seen it work on EU people, and I feel bad for that. It's just like, why?
I don't know.
WTFast is racist.
Minecraft is a crazy game. I personally don't think it should be.
Minecraft is racist.
Reviews about it.
Yeah.
A lot of mixed feelings.
Alright.
A later topic.
I think we've talked enough about WTFast. I don't know.
What is this?
We're talking about a UHC video made by Curdy, I believe.
What does he do?
He made a video doing UHC prank calls. Did anyone else watch it?
What does he do? I didn't watch it.
I've been meaning to watch it.
I saw it on the subreddit, but did not click on it. Does that?
I thought it was creative.
I watched it, and I personally thought it was pretty funny.
What is it?
It's
a prank call.
He calls like Domino's Pizza or something. And he's like, "Can I get gold apples?" I don't know.
Well, he also, I think he called a hotel company and said, "I'm in the room 107. I think there's someone stalking me, but I helped up and no one responded." And the lady started like flipping out, like, "Someone stalked you! Oh no, I called police!" And then he like hangs up because he didn't want them to call the police.
Oh man, he helped up.
I think that one was definitely my favorite.
This was a real creative idea. I like that.
Oh. It was funny.
There's one thing I just got.
I'm pretty sure he made a post for this to get recommendations.
The video is that's like MCSG or something, isn't it?
I believe.
Yeah.
It's not even UHC footage.
I know. I don't know
It
why
was
he didn't
related.
use
It's close
UHC
enough.
footage.
It got upvoted, so it counts.
Yeah. Well, it's about UHC content, so.
I did this with Call of Duty back in the day. I called a 7-Eleven and asked if they sold all the like double tap root beer, and the guy said yes.
I thought you were gonna ask him if they sell like AR-17s and stuff. I'm like, that's gonna
Can we call a place and ask him for corn?
Order corn.
Order corn.
This is a free corn tree. Please send corn.
To a real person.
Okay, the only prank call I ever
me.
did was when I was like 12, and I ordered a pizza for Antarctica.
Just for Antarctica, no address.
And I think they knew it because they said okay, and then they hung up on me, and I'm like,
It'll be right there, pal.
They didn't give me a price. They didn't give me a price, and I'm like, I think I just got pranked.
Did you go and giggle in your bedroom
counter-pranked.
after that?
You got hoodwinked.
You got numdic acid.
What I feel we need to do is like call and do some like heavy prank calls. Like,
oh, by the way, Dibs, they use the get the health pots on your bar Dibs thing in the prank calls video.
Oh my god, I have to watch. Oh my god, I have to watch it now. Oh my god.
Whoever's
you could do that after the
please don't
podcast.
start watching it.
What? I'm not recording.
Don't do what I did and click on the video mid.
I will never be anything like
Oh, yeah,
Raven, I
that's it.
promise.
Yeah, don't do. Dibs did that as well with the Yengal video.
Classic. Shut him.
Next
Speaking of
topic.
if you want to be like
Post
Yengal,
made by
caving
Maka
tips.
Maka. Caving tips. Yes, for caving tips.
I have got nothing for you.
The tips of the caves, I don't know, there's nothing really special about the tips of the caves.
I didn't know caves had tips.
Go to the nether.
how does this post not have just install X-ray at the top?
That's a good one.
Seriously.
Yeah, really.
I'm
I
looking
guess
to
that's
see if
not really
anyone said
caving
that.
though, that's like strip mining.
All right, I'm gonna post.
Oh yeah,
install
I wrote an
now.
entire paragraph. It was
I give a good UHC.
All right, guys,
history,
I
that's, like,
typed
so
in install
fucking
X-ray. Let's see if I get upvotes.
it's like almost a week old by this point.
Did
I'm
Dibs
just gonna
seriously
download it
comment
just because
that?
you said that.
I got 3 points on my comment. I was hoping it would get more. Damn internet
hard.
points.
If it was 5 days ago, I would have meant to go to the nether.
Get full diamond. That's a good one.
No coal.
Ah,
I'm
So was
personally
there
not
any-
much of a
was there any
caver
point of-
myself.
Is
Oh,
poke
that's
holing
nice.
allowed, guys? Is poke holing allowed?
Every
Wha-
person ever.
Why do people?
Staircasing
What is
allowed.
poke holing?
am I allowed to staircase?
Strip
I
mining?
allowed to
Mining to
sound?
sounds?
I found
It
the
is an
iron
X-ray.
ore. Am I allowed to mine it? I don't know
Oh
if
my
there will be
god,
diamonds
shut
mined.
up.
Is roller coasting allowed?
What
Roller
I'm surprised
coasting.
about this post
Are we allowed to spaceship?
is that someone who I'm sure not many people know. I don't recognize this person, but someone asked a genuine question and people actually gave genuine answers.
That's actually true.
Like
First,
No one said, lol, just
Yeah.
cave, easy peasy nub.
I'm glad that he actually
Classic
got real
UHC.
answers. Like,
Well, I guess this is more of a legitimate question than some people ask.
no,
to be fair.
I thought it was really cool that a lot of memers that normally meme about on the subreddit had some pretty serious responses.
I gave a serious
They were
response.
probably just memeing.
I
No,
never
it was
memed.
like
No, no, no.
genuine responses.
No, see, when you meme all the time, then no one ever takes you seriously. But if you only make meme posts some
Only
of the
meme a
time
little.
and serious other, they might take your meme seriously.
Only meme a little.
Hunter, while you're on that, look at my TeamSpeak picture and think of the kids saying browsing dank memes.
Dibs, you can't do that. The viewers can't see your TeamSpeak picture.
Well, then edit my picture in.
do
MPMG's
that.
picture is better.
It is.
Born too late to explore the earth.
No,
Born
read that while looking at my Skype picture.
your Skype picture, your TS
No, not my
picture.
Skype picture, my TS picture. I'm stupid.
Born
Okay.
too late to
I
explore
do agree,
the
Dibs,
Earth.
you are stupid.
Born too
I can also
soon to
agree.
explore the galaxy. Born just in time to browse
Dank memes.
Someone
We're
should
at the
segue
peak
into the
of our
next
society.
Segue.
Speaking of
dank
dank memes,
allowing players to choose their teams by themselves. What? Is
well,
it a
it's like
discussion
Captain
post on this?
enough.
Chaos. He suggests a party system similar to Badline is where he got the idea from, I believe.
Don't hosts already have this like big hallway
basically.
thing?
Yeah, but the hallway's a lot
Yeah.
clunkier and it's a lot easier to abuse the system than actual like party commands.
I believe.
I actually
It
think
does
party commands are
work.
easier to abuse.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
if
I
you
believe
can
all-
party block people and you have to accept like party
but that just
invitations.
seems like extra work.
I
that
believe
no one wants
D4
to do.
actually.
Yeah, but it would also
Personally,
make it a
I
lot
don't
easier on
give
the
a shit.
hosts.
I
Well, I
don't
think
know.
the host should have.
a system
I mean, the
like this
host is the one organizing it. They should have
True.
the workload of organizing the teams.
Look at the top comment.
Does it say Tony?
dibzcraft on server.
It says
Low.
Zephyr used to have the
Zephyr is a bad server.
Zypher. Sorry.
Get a server located where people get better ping.
No, it's
Yeah.
a great server with everyone
Just
gets good ping.
because you live on Mars and that server's located
That's
on
where
Mars,
All
doesn't
Stars
mean-
were, and the ping were not good.
Hey,
I had
I
a
still
great
won
ping.
All Stars to be
Hey
fair.
now.
Shut
You
up,
had
Gamestar.
an
Star.
inventory literally
game on?
full of health
Oh.
pots.
I
Play.
think Raven's a little salty that he died in All Stars to me.
Raven, would you like me to buy you the game on Steam Salt?
Order corn.
I will do a
Costs
let's play of it if you
$15.
buy it.
I'm very
Guys, I'm
interested
giving
in
away
buying
20
this game
copies
for
of
you.
Salt. All you gotta do is be really salty. If I see you being salty, I'm gonna ask you for your Steam name.
So how come
one
no
man you
one
could
does
give that
signups
to.
anymore?
I'm going to wait
I
till this
won't
game goes on
How come
sale.
nobody does
sale, I'm
signups?
going to buy it
Yeah.
for Raven.
Why would you do signups?
Well,
Like, what-
the way I
what'd
did
you
it
say?
was I would I would say that in the post that you have to sign up, and you can sign up an hour before. And an hour before the game, I would make a comment, and you'd have to reply to that comment, and you get whitelisted. And I've rarely ever had problems with the server not filling, and the teams always came in prepared.
No, it's just-
and it was
See, the only thing about that, Odyssey, is you're more of a respected host than a lot of other people, so it's a lot easier for you to fill a game.
Let me add on to what you're
also
saying, Raven.
it was like how recent.
I'm a new host. My name is Chestnut Gamer
It was
3000.
over 6 months ago.
I'm going to host a sign-up game. Nobody sign up to Chestnut Gamer 3000. Now there's gonna be
Hello,
a guy
I'm hosting an FFA game. Sign up in the
Please
comments.
sign up.
20 thoughts.
I mean,
Corn.
it's
Well,
not-
also,
it
no
doesn't-
one checks the matches that far in advance anymore. Like, they just see, oh, game, I'm guessing it opens 15 minutes before, I'll just put the IP in and time that isn't.
Yeah, it's amazing how just
different.
I don't know
You
the
can
word
change
is-
any word into a verb.
how oblivious people can be to like certain things that go on in a match.
Is staircasing allowed? Can I
But
dig to
roller
sounds?
coaster.
Am I allowed to coal? Am
Can
I
I
allowed
maze?
to strip mine?
Is
Am I
backstabbing
allowed
allowed?
What Y level am I allowed to strip mine past?
No, here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Why
Is cut clean
64?
on?
Oh yes.
Can we
Cut clean-
vote? Can we vote to enable cut clean?
Can we
Excuse
vote
me,
to enable
what are the
permanent
apple
50
rates?
minutes?
Excuse
Yes,
me,
I mined this
what are
diamond,
the
it
flint
did not
rates?
cost me half a heart or drop 3
Excuse
diamonds.
me,
It merely
what are
dropped
the
1.
dirt rates? Excuse me, can I have the seed of the map?
Order corn.
Excuse me, where is the stronghold?
The seed of the map thing
Excuse
happened
me.
earlier.
Is this
today.
moved 0-0 or regular 0-0? When is
okay,
meetup? I
guys.
can't see the bar at the top of my
I just
screen.
found gold. I better type how much gold I found in the chat.
OMG,
Oh,
buddy.
Excuse me,
Just got
if
hit
you're
by
a player, am I allowed to kill him?
Is PvP
Excuse me,
on?
Excuse
Stealing
me,
on.
what are the rates for iron smelting?
So does this
Excuse me.
strike as a
Excuse me,
does this strike
how do
as
you
a
craft a
problem to
furnace?
anyone, or is it not really that big of a deal?
don't
I would
know.
just like to order some corn and it's all okay.
Excuse me, but can you ban this DCing asshole? I could not lose my snowball.
Excuse me, I am being stalked. Excuse me, I am stalking someone.
Excuse me, I am
Excuse me.
sugarcane.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I have died. I have been stalked 86 minutes after PvP. Can you please ban me?
Excuse
Had a
me,
guy
I have a
last game.
Steve skin.
I kid you not. In my last game that I hosted, someone helped up
Oh, really?
at meetup. There is someone in my cave stalking me. I swear to God.
No,
The
my
funny part of
favorite
that
thing
is Raven hosted.
someone-
60 minutes into the game, gets killed. Stalking!
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've had that happen.
This is a sort of like fucking hacking lag, bitch.
That sounds like Tommy.
No, it's like
Tony.
Tommy just blows up.
I left for solid 5 minutes when I saw Tommy's video where there was a creeper coming after him. It blows up and it knocks the fucking lava from the lava pool under him, all the sand above him, and he falls into the lava hole.
That creeper.
Yeah.
Ugh. Next
We're not-
topic.
Corn.
Are we done with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gamemode Dump.
I don't think we ever started with it.
We kind of spiraled out
Alright.
of
Oh
the
yeah,
topic
did we
there.
actually say anything about picking?
There's not really much to say. I mean, I kind of
About
tried
what?
to talk
I
about
mean,
sign
it's kind of been done.
Wait, about
Yeah.
what?
there's multiple ways to pick teams, and whether they do it by themselves or
Well,
not is
The number
It'd be
one
nice
depends on how
way-
well the
Looks for
host
that.
sets it up.
I don't know how it would work if, like, from the standpoint of like a multiple person team, but there are several servers out there that have dual arenas on them, and the scripts for those could very easily be modified to create your team.
Like in an FFA?
Duck War.
Like choosing your team in an FFA? That'd be an interesting
No, like it's
concept.
like team of two, but you pick your own team, like exactly what the post says, being able to pick your own team.
I like to pick my own team in an
Speaking
FFA.
of
May I team with my
Teams.
favorite YouTuber?
Speaking of teams and YouTubers, Mischevous made a good scenario post. Molds for large player slot
I
games.
didn't like it.
Oh,
And
thanks
he
to
says
dibzcraft.
edit. Cool title.
I'm
Could
sorry,
be
I
Molds
don't play
divided.
much mold.
I thought it would be a cool
I
title.
I think it's good. It's interesting.
it's
but-
fine.
Yeah. My idea, not
Man.
Delarno's.
My
I feel like it's been thought of before like 10
I bet-
times, but okay.
I feel okay.
Well,
so
no one's hosted
I guess
it.
this is good.
No one's actually fucking... I don't
Can,
know.
can
I
I
guess
can I
this is
quickly
good 'cause
explain
I've
if the viewers don't know what it is?
I guess you can explain your own.
Well, you're talking and I'm more interesting. Anyways,
I second that one.
half of the moles are on one team, half the moles are on another team, and they're two separate teams, just so that there's not 50 moles in big mole teams. That's it. And they have separate like mole commands.
I've only had to fight
chats.
a team of 8 moles before.
Specifically made for like larger slot games, like 80 slot or something, you know.
Or like even 60, honestly.
Minecraft.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I mean,
Because nowadays moles usually win.
Do moles divided, only 50% no chance of a mole.
50% no chance.
Has there ever been a mole recorded round where the moles did not win?
Would there be 2 moles on?
Yes, WMC2.
WMC 4 and 2.
Oh really?
How many fucking WMCs have mole?
2.
We had 2 moles, 2 and 4.
We've had 13 seasons. We've got 9 without mole.
Is there a game mode where
Can
there's
there be
only a
another
chance
mole
of a mole on your team?
Yeah, Kowalski hosted that once.
Is there a game mode with only
and other people?
What is it?
I don't know what it's called, but it's been hosted before.
It's like mole paranoia or something.
Yeah, it's
remember.
only like 50% chance of a mole.
Yeah, I played that on Kowalski's server, and Maniac McGee was in fact the mole, if you were wondering.
I guess it's a good game mode for people that play a lot of mole. I don't play mole very much.
I personally mole's one of my more favorite game mode.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Favorite game mode, huh?
I really like Chosen Team's moles. Like
I mean that in Sky High, am I right?
Yeah,
Chosen Teams
MP's
and
Yep,
Raven.
idea for Sky
one of
High.
my best created game modes.
Sorry, I just insulted Raven.
Yeah, no one was listening
It's
anyway.
okay. It's not really.
My problem with this game mode is if there are like multiple mole teams running around and they have like, you know, their potions or whatever, and they just, you know, they're more powerful than just the normal teams that are going to be running around. And if there's more than one mole team running around, it's a bit, you know.
Well, it's
they
better
have to
than a
fight
team
each
of
other.
12
Well, I mean there
mole
would
team.
still be the same amount of moles.
Because
either way.
moles, like, you know, in games, they usually... I've seen a lot of mole teams snowball. But,
They mole
you know,
things, you know.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You know what I really have a problem with moles? When Darren Cow is the motherfucking mole.
Is he a
Fuck
cow?
Darren.
Like
Darren
Moo?
Cow. I don't know.
Moo.
He was the mole.
I've never been the mole ever.
Anyway, moving along. Third wheel.
Third wheel, just like Raven.
I love third wheeling.
What?
Hey.
Just like
Raven
in
to
real
mine and
life.
Joey's
Hey, LMAO.
relationship. Raven.
I don't think that's very true. I'll have you know.
This game mode reminds me of what is it? Double date night
Yeah,
or
it's a
something?
variation, kind of, I guess. It's
Yeah,
similar.
okay,
it's really
double
similar to
date
Double
night
Date.
is where everyone's a team of 2. But except after all the teams of 2 are set, they get put together into randomly put together into teams of 4. This game mode, it's where it starts out as a team of 2, so everyone is selected as a team of 2. Then after all the teams are set, a third of the teams are deleted, and then the remaining players are added onto each team of 2 to make them into a team of 3. So you get one person you know and one person you don't
I
know.
don't like it.
I like the idea of this.
I mean, yeah, it's good for other people. I don't like it because it has a chance of me being paired with somebody.
Yeah, like you
that'll
join
be
with your
together.
besto friendo and then oopsie doopsie, not playing with oopsie.
They need
Yeah,
a.
it's the only problem I'd have. Maybe if it was like team of 2 and then that's what you do with the solos.
Yeah, that
Does
could
anyone
work.
remember
But then you'd
why
get a
would
problem with some solos, or not being in an equal
Why would
ratio
you
of solos to
randomize
teams.
teams of 2s? Because at that point, if you're gonna randomize team of 2s for this game, you might as well just do random team of 3.
Yeah.
You know, does anyone remember X453's friendship UHC?
Oh, I miss
Those
those.
were fun.
Oh,
My first one was
yes.
actually played with Shut Up Brick. That was a good day.
But nowadays,
My
no one would actually be able
first-
to know who knows whose.
Yeah, it
Like
was
being able to
basically a
moderate
while ago. X453 used to host a series
I
of friendship
cheated in my
games where
first friendship UHC match and teamed with Link Ocarina Time.
basically you were supposed to just team with someone you haven't teamed before.
Like, okay, has anybody actually ever gotten kicked from a friendship game though for teaming with someone they don't know?
I only played like
think
I don't think
one
that
or
was the point.
two.
Teaming with somebody they
It
know.
wasn't really that many, it was just X who would host them.
And then I know Jakekub
think-
still hosts
I think-
them sometimes.
I think Kelt hosted them too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, some people.
I teamed with Mocking Dude, and I got a fire aspect sword sometimes.
Nice. You know, wait, can I just say something?
No.
I have found out how fucking easy it is to make knockback 2 swords and the devastating consequences of that.
The
How
devastating
is it easy to make
consequences of knockback 2.
Knockback 2. Dude, you fight someone in melee with knockback 2, you just get fucked.
No one knows how to fight it.
I know it's good, like it's a good thing, but how do you actually like get it?
Just
with 2 iron swords.
You get knockback 1.
Like I always make projectile protection 2 iron
just
armor.
Combine them together. It's
How much does it cost to combine them together?
7.
Not that much really at all.
7.
It's like
7
levels, yeah, somewhere around
Totally didn't say that 3 times.
And then you just have to get lucky with your level 1, so you don't spend like...
Yeah, I make projectile
pretty easy to get
protection
back
2
by.
armor, and it's, yeah, 7 levels to combine. Fun times. Pro tips with podcast.
You know, I really did. I started playing UHCs kind of semi-seriously from time to time, and a lot of times I found out that combining actual weapons and stuff like swords and bows and armors definitely actually helps out.
Maybe if you with books it's better.
Well, yeah, but
maybe if you were good at the game would
entirely
help as
possible.
well.
That would also be a nice one.
But Raven
Also,
will never be
you know,
true.
where do you get all that iron while you're in your tower?
He grows it.
He makes a village and gets iron golems.
I make a iron golem farm. I learned it from Doc M77.
Or you could just
Yeah,
make
we
a
still have
mob
4
farm
game
with
modes to
zombies.
go through.
Okay, let's go through.
Alright, next game mode swap.
How long have we
Confirmed
been
everyone
doing
sleeps
this?
unloaded. On to the courtroom discussion.
Nice.
Speedrun.
Okay, speaking of swapping out to a new topic,
Undoubtable_ made this great game mode post swap. It's a team of 2 game mode in which every 3 minutes the teammates will switch positions, health, and inventories.
if I have a
That'd be
team
cool.
with Jakekub Smith, I am walking
Apparently,
out of
you
my
hosted
room.
a similar game mode.
Do you know how many
Odyssey.
seconds it takes to fix your hotbar? Like 2.
It doesn't care. I teamed with Jake
Yes,
in that Odyssey's tag team. What, did I just call you Odyssey? What the fuck? Anyway, I teamed with him.
Who do you think
in
you are?
Your tag team game, and he'd always just have everything random, and like he'd have stacks of cobble in his inventory, and I'd be like, "What the hell, Jake?"
Yeah, so I used to do this game mode called Tag Team, and how it would work, it was to be a team of 2, except one person would be in the bedrock box while the other person plays, and then every 5 minutes you would switch. Everyone hated it though.
I can imagine just sitting
I
at the
think that's just
bedrock.
because I would prefer to not sit in a box while I
it was
play.
fun when it was fun when your
I mean,
partner,
normally.
it's
Although I am
fun when
sitting
your
in my
partner
house,
was in a
which is
fight,
box.
And you sit in the tower all day.
I would just sit
And it
above
was-
like a lava
That
pool
honestly
on a
thought-
ladder.
Sorry, let
That guy.
It was fun when you would be sitting in the box and your partner would be fighting, and it would come to where it would switch, and it's really intense when it does switch because the other person's switched too, so it ends up 2 people not knowing where the other person is. And it's just it's a funny fight.
You know,
we
I
melee?
want to play in FFA where like
where am I?
I want to play an FFA where like every 2 minutes, all right, every 2 minutes you switch positions with someone random.
Jumping off to lava in the nether.
Well,
Right before
You're
the
a
switch.
dick,
no,
man.
but you don't say when the switch is. Like you
Stand
don't
above
just
a
random
ladder.
intervals
You
of time.
just said 2
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
Raven.
Yeah.
Okay, well no, like you
Make
don't
up your
say
mind.
it. Okay, like every couple minutes, it's like it's a random interval between like 1 minute and 2 minutes. That way the seconds are
Stand
like.
That'd be cool if they had one called
Stand
the
crouching
Switch.
over a lava pool.
I'd like
That'd
a
be cool.
game mode where you switch inventories with people every 10 minutes.
Shared inventory.
I would
That-
throw everything out.
No,
How
that
do
wouldn't
winners just
work
don't
at all,
get anything?
Dibz, because then all I'd have to do is sit around with no armor, and then wait till someone gets screwed over. And like I'll have like a stone sword, I'll sit in the hole until I get switched with the guy with full diamond and 11 kills, and then I'll go snowball some more, throw everything in a chest, and then I'll go back to that chest when I get my no armor back.
That'd be fun. if-
Didn't Seth Bleen have a thing called
Yes,
Yeah.
swap?
Yes,
Swap.
100%.
It was just
yeah.
TPing though, it wasn't inventories, I don't think.
Yeah, I see.
They should have a game mode where there's just one switch in the game.
No, it's every 3 minutes or something like that.
I want to play a death swap UHC.
I think that's what the scenario kind of was. Well, not
Yeah,
really.
it's
I
basically-
want to play it. That's what I'm saying.
Basically death swap, but except with more people.
Yeah. Think of more people.
Even more death swap.
Oh, that was not a good segue. I'm sorry.
Kill confirmed.
Anyone?
Is that a CS:GO reference?
No, Call of
Oh, it's a
Duty.
Call of Duty reference. Game mode.
Wow. Learn your shooters.
This was posted by Vengeful Zed. Instead of a nether brick fence, there's a certain percent chance of any block in the game spawning
There's a
underneath
mathematical
and killing the
expression
player.
percent.
Okay, I mean this is cool and all, but is this Game mode, and how did this end up on our Google Doc? It's literally just replacing the brick friends.
It has 15 upvotes.
That is why.
I just opened up a YouTube video on accident.
All I remember is playing Call of Duty and just going around taking all the...
Why is this a suggestion?
Okay, so, well, how kill confirmed works in Call of Duty, it's when you kill someone, it spawns dog tags, so you have to go grab them to get the point.
That's what I did. I was not good at killing people in Call of Duty, so I just run around grabbing the tags.
Why? Yeah. How? Like, how is this a game mode? No offense to you, Vengeful Zed, this is cool, but this is not a game mode.
You have offended someone.
Dibs, I think what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to encourage you running to the player to do something besides getting the head in case golden heads are off. So, I don't know, maybe it makes you have to watch your back.
It's almost like just death drops.
Maybe
which never host anymore.
Set of blocks which would appear.
Well, don't you have to go to the person anyway to get their items?
Not really. Yeah. If you're snowballing, not really.
Death drops is a default UHC feature.
If you have a horse, you don't need anything.
Wait,
you
what
just
was
do the
death
shoots.
drops? Can someone explain that to me?
Death drops just basically drops like...
When they drop stuff when they die.
Oh, yeah, I played some of Dell's games.
When Dell
I remember
that. Oh my god.
Oh, you just get pots from... I remember I, like, went to another one of Dell's games for, like, an hour, and I couldn't get war, and then I go and kill a guy on half a heart, and he just drops, like, a death drop of potions, and I'm like, there is a god.
Wow.
Get those health pots on your part, Dibs.
Devil, but...
Oh, well, okay.
You know.
Shout out to my sister if she's watching.
I don't think she's watching.
Shout out to Dibs' sister.
Shout out to my best friend Lee.
Shout out to Tony. He's my home boy. Tony.
Shout out to my main man, Beast of MC.
Oh, there he is in chat.
Oh, he's back.
I forgot to mention he's a guest.
No, I forgot to mention he was guest.
Yeah, he's just been muted the whole time.
No, Joey forgot to mention he was a guest.
No,
my bad. Needs to update the Google. Bad.
Since no one else likes segues, everyone sleeps by Mr. Guinea Pigs. When night falls, everyone has 2 minutes to get into a bed, or the player will die.
Jeez.
So permaday except on steroids.
Alright, so my OBS just crashed.
So if you're in the nether...
I have a question about the nether.
Rip.
You got
you
problems.
have to get to a portal.
You have to go to the nether.
I like that idea. That makes the nether really dangerous. You have to time it and rush.
Even worse
How about we make it so you have to, like, first one to get a blaze rod or some shit like that.
And blaze rods equal sleep.
I like it when someone dies, like, though, at the very end.
I like it when someone...
You get exhausted real quick, and you just go,
I really want someone to, like, I want it to be that someone dies, because I remember, it kind of reminds me of the game mode where if you're at the lowest health every 10 minutes, you die.
Oh yeah, like devil or something,
give you blindness,
or vampire.
and then you lose all your hunger.
Oh my god.
What about the game, is there a game mode where, like, the person on lowest health gets healed?
Yeah, it's Chump Charity.
I made that.
Yeah,
hey, that's a good game mode.
What was that one on?
Yeah, because Raven just takes so much damage because he's terrible.
I've for it, but never hosted it.
Hey guys, what about? Oh gosh, what about this? Blood Price, Charity, and that game mode where like whenever you're the lowest health, you get killed. Oh
Vampire
my god.
or like something. I think
that wouldn't make sense. Chump Charity means you get healed, and then the one where you die.
You just get healed and die. You get that glitch where you run around. Yeah, you get that glitch where you're running around.
Okay, forget Chump Charity. Just wait. No, Chump Charity Blood Price is a great idea.
What even is Blood Price?
Wait, what's Blood Price?
I think it'd be funny if it cleared your inventory.
No, wait, care to explain Blood Price? Because you're like the only one that ever hosted it.
Oh yeah, I think in the
basically
game mode it says...
every 10, 25, whatever minutes you want, whoever's on the highest health will take damage. So basically, you always keep a cactus on you. Yep.
So, okay, do that, plus, like, the lowest health dies. Oh my gosh, this is brutal.
How about if you have any health, you die?
Remember, oh, what was that one game mode, that, like, it was, like, sky high, but you had to rush to the nether?
Oh, go to hell.
I don't remember what... Yeah, go to hell. No, I remember one time, this is closer to the best scenario, I just got a shit ton of wool the entire game, and then when the portal went through, I just went through and just started fucking just bombing everyone. It was great. I died after.
Who else
trying to
thinks that, fuck. Who else,
Tony.
I give up.
Yeah, I think so as well, dude.
Oh, I actually created
I would give up in your position.
I came up with a game mode called Hitler Hearts a long time ago. You start out with 20 hearts, but whenever you take damage, you can never regain that heart again. It disappears. I'm a dick.
That's not actually a bad game mode.
So gold is useless.
Fight.
Yeah. Basically, it's just.
You took away the whole point of UHC.
Well, I think maybe that should like only go until you hit 10 hearts.
Or no, it goes like every no, it wasn't like that. It was like every 5 minutes, like whatever your health was, that became your new maximum health.
So basically,
no,
BTC.
I still want my game mode to be hosted where 10 or like 45 minutes into the game, teams are re-randomized.
No,
like,
no. That's the worst game mode. Just no,
You would
stop.
just kill everyone around you.
Wait, what? No, but like everyone would be frozen. So like, if
imagine having to get into
and,
TS with everyone.
That'd
be awful.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but like, see, okay, imagine like
come
this,
up with better.
Game mode's bad.
What if there's a silent game where you couldn't use TeamSpeak, but it was a team game?
So pretty much Beast of MC.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I personally, I don't know, just think about it, like, it'd be kind of cool if, like, you started off with a random team of 2, and then, like, 29 or, like, 40 minutes into the game, something, you get randomized and frozen into a team of 4, like, without any warning, so you lose contact with your whole team. Whoever had the enchantment table and enchants, like...
Or you could just not have this game mode because it's bad.
So basically, just separate.
I like it.
But is this our new segment of the podcast? Create our own game modes.
Hey, I think it's a.
In this game mode, you order
we should
corn.
actually have another segment to our podcast. You guys should leave a
We
comment
probably
on what should we
should.
talk about.
Yeah, please ask questions. In the
Leave
comments
us
because
actual
Mischevous lost
questions.
Leave
I
us
really
actual
like the
questions.
You lost it
comments
too,
Green
MP, okay?
Galaxy leaves.
I
on the
lost it
podcast.
better.
Yeah, they're totally intelligent and funny. I laugh so much.
I agree.
Okay, one thing I want to say, this is actually just a personal thing, everybody here is going to kick me out of the podcast.
So Odyssey came up with an idea. Whenever a chunk unloads,
Thanks, asshole.
that chunk gets deleted. So basically, if you go with out of range of a chunk, it just goes away.
Rip
Oh,
I think the whole
everyone
point
not
of that-
using SSDs. That's gonna kill servers.
Yeah,
Well,
good game.
would it really be deleting them that often?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Pretty often, dude, just all at once, right?
Someone will go to an expert.
So Dibs, what were you gonna say?
I think the
You
idea is
kinda
that-
got cut
I
off.
was gonna say... that
Anyway, our
you
next
guys have-
topic.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Courtroom
god.
discussion. Let's move on
This
to
is
that.
for the good of the podcast!
Welcome on new members, Silverteeth and Jakekub.
Oh my god.
Okay, no,
the
let's
courtroom.
let Dibs talk.
We just end it now.
This is for the good of the podcast. If anyone has actual topic discussions we should talk about to add on, because we only have our announcements, general discussion, game modes, courtrooms, and recorded rounds.
I thought you said that was personal.
What?
You
You
did.
did indeed say this is a personal thing.
Yeah,
I thought you were
did,
about
I-
to like
I-
confess
even
something
I
like
heard it.
always wanted to be in a attack helicopter, you know, something like that.
Oh my god, I did not know how to respond to that today.
Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? Forget it. Just, if you get any good ideas for what you're talking about, leave it in the comment and say kick out Raven. Fuck that kid.
That is a
I
good
love you,
idea.
though, I made the
Students, do you have
podcast,
anything to say
kinda.
about it?
Oh,
Hey.
unloaded. Right, I like it.
Oh, Beast said yes. He does have something to say about. What do you gotta say, Beastaroo? Let's give him a moment to type this out.
He's not
He
a very
said-
bad typer. He's a mechanical keyboard.
Good job, Beast. Stellar
I think he
member.
spilled sparkling cider in his new Black Widow, so that's why.
He said, "Oops, wrong button."
Alright.
You classic Beast.
So
doing
is that
his
a
classic
yes,
Beast
Beast?
things.
Okay,
He said I
he
meant-
he said yes, so...
He's also said sex.
Oh, Beast, you dirty guy.
Classic beast.
Damn it, Beast.
Not me.
The courtroom discussion.
Yeah.
Hey!
Silverteeth and Jakekub as new member. Who is?
Yeah. We talked about
I'm
Silverteeth
just
last
kidding.
week, but we
And
lost
also,
the footage.
Eurasian Links was never mentioned before. We didn't get back
Yeah.
Aw.
We lost the footage
Poor
because
guy.
some asshole isn't very reliable.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
Yeah, darn it, Joey.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
But yeah, they're new people to
Also, I'm joining the
the
UBL
coat
committee.
room.
Hype.
They're new members on the coat room. They're gonna hang up everyone's coats for us. It's gonna be great. So if you have your coat, leave it with them or one of the other coat room members.
They are the members of the courtroom. It's quite an elite club.
I imagine it as like a whiskey and cigar club for like
You must be this
whiskey and
biased to
cigars, coats, and like. So if you have a cool coat, you come on in a coat. Things.
Speaking of the courtroom, there are now some updated regulations. Auto clickers.
Yeah.
I never thought that would be an allowed thing anyway.
Well, it's
It
because
was under allowed mods.
Okay,
Auto
the
clickers
reason
are
was
not
a
allowed.
long time ago when Berg was on the committee in his post, he said macros are allowed, so we couldn't really ban anyone who's using auto clickers via macros because that would sort of, well, the rule said you could use macros. So.
It was a paradox, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
But yeah, I did used to use the macro version, but I put like a delay in between, so I didn't think it would be that bad. And then everyone got mad at me, so I figured might as well just initiate the idea to start the change. And then we decided it would be better to ban them and
Normally,
don't use them
if
anymore.
everyone gets mad at your idea, you should keep doing it. I heard that helps.
In case anyone's not aware what an auto clicker is, an auto clicker is a specific program or function of your mouse usually. Like I know the Razer mice are all capable of doing this with the software. But basically, when you click once, it clicks like 50 times a second.
Except
And
I
what
did
that
mine
allows you
with
to
like
do-
4 times a second.
And what that allows to do with Minecraft can theoretically properly only detect 20 clicks per second because that's the tick rate. But what auto clicker lets you do is in one tick, it lets you hit multiple strikes and lets you basically combo someone to the point that they can't hit you back. So it's a bit unfair.
I can still do the same thing
Can I
also
do
with my
that
auto clicker
with,
though.
like,
Like as soon as I
Fractal
took
Rush?
mine off, I was doing the same, which is why I don't get why everyone thought I was like.
Wait, is
Rip
it
Mischevous
possible
melee.
to do that with just software, like without
Yeah.
getting some fancy schmancy
Yeah.
mouse?
Yeah, there are
So
auto hotkey is perfectly capable of
I
doing
can
it.
do that with my trackball mouse.
Yeah, there are
Oh,
plenty
go
of
for it.
You can't
Raven.
anymore because it's
yeah,
banned.
there's plenty
You'll
of
get
auto clicker
Ooblade.
programs out there.
Oh, it's okay. I'll do it on Badline.
Booblade.
Hunter
That's
Wolf,
it.
how
Michael
about you just tell us
Ooblade.
how to get these auto
Just
clickers,
saying, I've
actually?
talked to them about that auto clicker detection. It's a very bad idea.
It's banned on Badlion too, although I didn't know it was
Oh,
banned on
yeah.
Badlion, so I used it for like ever, and I never got banned for it.
Wow, let's ban Mischevous.
I
on that.
did hear though people have been banned from Badlion for auto clickers when they weren't using them.
Yeah, that's the problem with the plugin. It's not reliable because if you get people who
I've
can
actu-
jitter click, you can.
I've
falsely
actually
set
talked
off the
to them
system.
about it, and I for the case that we are talking about, I've actually seen the evidence for it. It was a bit, The evidence kind of showed some stuff.
Can you really judge based on?
You shouldn't be able to because like
Well, okay.
you can
I-
jitter click really
Click
quickly.
500 times.
But I mean,
They
like,
click
was it
500 times
a
in
video
1
of
second.
someone hitting fast, or was it their
No,
footage?
it's a
or-
plugin. The plugin's able to tell, and what happened, so it was measured over a 10-second period in which the person lagged, and that's what they thought it was the reason that they got falsely banned. Which, that seems like that could have been what happened, but supposedly the plugin recorded them clicking 300 times in 10 seconds. It's not humanly possible to click 30 times a second.
Maybe
I
Daniel
have no beg
Sherlock.
to differ because I'm gonna
I
look
have-
it up and there will be an Asian man.
I have a oh my god.
Cack and
I have a
tease.
question. This is, I guess, or I don't really know. I guess.
Actually, we should probably ask
yes.
before
I
and
have a
maybe edit this
macro
out.
on my keyboard that literally just types GG for me. Is that not allowed?
No, that's
That's
fine.
It's,
No, just
it's,
auto clicker.
It's like a cosmetic thing.
Only if
Yeah,
right
chat-
now it's
chat
only
things
like
are totally allowed.
macros that auto click or do
Auto
other
clicks.
beneficial things, which I can't think
This
of much
wasn't-
else it could do.
This wasn't actually on the doc, but this spiked my interest because I saw this while looking in the comments. And someone, what do you guys think of this lava quote-unquote abuse thing where you get a fire res potion like in a superheroes game and you go into the lava and you look for ores?
That's allowed. It's
Yeah, that's what
completely
I
allowed.
think.
No, no.
That is completely
That's one of the
okay, no, no.
advantages of
Here's-
fire
yeah.
res.
Here's one more thing. That's an advantage of fire res, but there is a thing where if you do F5 and you look in the right way at lava, there's no blindness that you normally get in lava. Normally you get blindness in
Yeah.
lava, like pretty
Yeah, it
much.
becomes completely transparent and like there
Yeah.
not a UI overlay.
But
or
only
anything.
a specific angle, and it's not supposed to happen with lava. It's really kind of a glitch, but it happens with lava.
That
It's
would be
definitely
abuse.
UBL level and very obvious when you do
Wait,
it because you're
yeah, we-
hitting F5 and like
We
looking
can't
around. and,
define
like, you can-
every single
Big
thing, like
restriction.
every single thing that's bannable, or else
Yeah, this
anything
this
that's not
spiked my interest.
specifically against the
Apparently
guideline, you'll
committee-
just say that's not.
Apparently the
Though,
committee's
what-
discussing that, apparently.
I
What do you
believe
do,
we
though,
discussed
if-
that a
about-
while ago.
Well, here's another question. What do you guys do about texture packs that change the lava to something that's like halfway transparent, like water?
That's cheating.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cheating
It's
because
almost X-ray.
That's
Yeah.
like
yeah, that's
Basically
that's
half
essentially
X-ray.
X-ray texture pack, just not to the full extent.
it's like
The,
X-ray
the
texture
guidelines
packs
say
and-
basically benefiting from unfair gameplay, so I mean anything that would
That's
fall.
that's
If
the
you
catch-all.
yeah.
Yeah, and since it's a guideline, it can be changed to whatever case-by-case basis.
Can we discuss this too? What really constitutes like unfair gameplay? Like, of course, there's like, there's like things like you download texture packs and such, like X-ray texture packs, and that's unfair gameplay, right, compared to someone else. But if you're exploiting like
Minecraft
glitches, is that really? Would you really call that unfair gameplay?
Yeah.
I mean, because like, in the definition that we've been using, it's at least more like you get an advantage over another player, right? That they can't get that.
Well, it's still sort of
but
like
they can use the bugs
up
too,
to the committee members' decision. Still, like it's somewhat subjective.
I've
There's
played a couple
F3A, which is an abuse of the thing. Like F3A specifically, we have to moderate that really because there's problems with not. But stuff like, I don't know, pretend a data value changer which can change like wool into different colors. That's abusing the bug. It doesn't really give much of an advantage really, but I don't know.
Minecraft is a very buggy game, so it shouldn't be fair for you to be able to abuse these bugs.
I still just yell at Mojang
bug, really.
Or Microsoft.
Honestly, I think it really depends on the bug. Like, I would have no problem with someone using a value in a changer to get like red wool, right? But that's a bug, right? Just exploiting the bug. But I don't know.
Yeah.
So, here's another good topic for the courtroom.
Courtroom.
Public alts.
Well, okay.
Oh, those are
okay.
difficult.
That's something we've been dealing with recently.
Before we get into this discussion, for the record, is public alts that have never had any hacks on them getting banned?
What?
No. Well,
Okay.
basically,
No.
I think we had. I haven't really been paying attention really specifically recently, but I believe one account was banned and it had IP matches, or not IP matches. That account had been logged on to from multiple IPs or something like that. I believe.
Was it Pink Moon?
Yeah, I think it was.
Because like Pink Moon is a public alt, and like everyone is saying it's Livenator, and Livenator comments saying I had access to the account, but it wasn't me, which creates the problem. And that comment was also removed because he put it was a public alt, and he put the account information in the comment, which was why it was removed.
He put an entire list. Of,
yeah.
Or at least not an entire list of accounts.
And Incipients was able to find it, which means it was a public alt. Like if anyone found that list on the internet, you could get the account info to that account, which is what makes it difficult to determine who's on the account and then who to ban as alts, because not everyone who's logged onto that account was a hacker, which is kind of puts it in a difficult spot, to be honest.
So, like I have the Mr. Team Reuven and Mr. Team Raven account info, and there's a couple other accounts, but like I've always kind of wondered if if someone hacked on that, even though I had access, if my IP didn't show up when, like, say they did an alt check on like Alacrity or something like that, if it didn't show up on there, would I not be registered as an alt if the other alts were banned? I don't know.
It gets confusing.
Keep your accounts to yourself.
Yeah, don't use public alts, people. If you're gonna use alts, make sure you own them and you're the only person who has access to them.
Whoops.
Yeah, don't log on to other
I have
people's
another
accounts.
question. Do you guys think you guys are handling alts the right way?
It's really hard.
Like pursuing to ban people trying to hold? Like,
yeah, definitely have to.
Because then it brings up the situation where it's just pay to get unbanned, essentially. And with the amount of public alts you can find, if you have the resources, it'd be really easy for people to just hack all over the place with no consequences, essentially.
Do you think there'd be a big problem if we just banned like a lot of public alts, just had like a list?
Well, I don't think it would really cause a problem. That sort of more violates the player's like kind of rights to alt almost, in the sense like we don't really have a reason to. It's just sort of assuming that they're gonna hack and cause a problem, but if they don't, it's like causing a problem that doesn't exist. Or stopping a problem that doesn't exist.
Preventing a problem.
There is genuine reasons to alt. I mean, people like X Nestorio and stuff that if they want to alt because they don't want to deal with the people.
I personally share.
What about like, for example, the list that I believe Incipient found? The list of just big list of like passwords and usernames that worked on Minecraft.
Yeah, but the thing is that had to be someone's account, which was probably like hacked, or someone found the password to it. So that has to be someone's main account in theory, as well.
A lot of those accounts, usually how they are broken into, they are non-migrated accounts, and someone who has not migrated their account yet is probably someone who no longer plays Minecraft.
Well, yeah, but then again,
those
half
apps that move
half
to
the
emails
I went
because
through on
it's-
that list
yeah.
to see how many worked. About more than half of them don't, which means people probably found out that their account was hacked and changed the password though at the same time.
Or other people
wait,
could have
with
changed
those-
the password on them.
With those public alts,
True.
what are you able to do? Are you able to change the password in skin and stuff with that information?
Well, I would
I believe
assume
the
I
email
would.
for it.
Because I
It
mean,
probably
all it takes
depends
is,
on-
like what if I went on the list that Livenator put in that comment and just changed the password so I had them all to myself? Would I be able
The
to
thing
do
is,
that?
is those passwords
You
have been maybe not, because those passwords have been publicly available for a long time. I'm assuming if they were easily changeable, I'm sure someone would have changed them by now.
I remember.
No, actually, you can change them.
Well,
like,
there's
without-
also
might
the
need-
security
I think
questions.
You need the email. Yeah.
No, most of them are the
Security
email, but you also need security questions for some of them.
Oh god, I don't remember my security question for DBZ. That's why I could not get into that account for like 8 years. I thought
Actually,
I'd
pro
forgot, like-
tip, pro life tip: if you're ever signing up an account and need to do the security questions, make sure you do stuff that doesn't change. Like if it's like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite teacher or whatever, don't do those ones because you're not gonna remember who your favorite teacher was if you have new teachers throughout those years.
Okay, so in
So I'd say
fourth
that.
or fifth grade, I picked my security question for my Yahoo account as like, "What's the name of your first girlfriend?" Fuck if I remember. I didn't have a girlfriend in fourth grade.
You probably put like Selena Gomez or something.
You should just said your mom.
Selena Gomez didn't. It was Gertrude, man. Not really. I don't know. I probably put like some stupid name like LaFonda. I'm sorry if any of you are named LaFonda. I just offended all the LaFondas in the world.
I'd say think
I'm so
between me and
sorry.
LaFonda are getting
I
confused.
really hope there is a LaFonda in this community.
That reminds me
Oh
of the
my God.
Napoleon
Never
Dynamite
speak to you
movie.
again.
If
Oh
the
my
reach
God.
out, we want to have an interview with you.
The girl from
On the
Napoleon
next guest on the
Dynamite.
podcast.
We need to get the actor who played LaFonda in Napoleon Dynamite. That would be the best.
On the
Okay.
UHC
Okay,
podcast.
we're just gonna skip all the rounds because
There was none
Nothing
worthy
notable.
talking about.
There's going to be salt in the comments for you saying that.
Okay,
I'll just,
well-
I'll just clear up what
Nothing
Mischevous
worthy.
said. None of the recorded rounds on the subreddit right now are good. Okay, on to the questions.
Yes, the blame's off me now.
Wow.
This
There's
was
gonna be so
asked...
much salt. I'm going to have a blood clot from that.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh.
This was asked by the largest
No,
backup.
we're gonna delete this
83.
question because it's not
Why
funny.
is Dibs still here?
All right.
I
I'm
don't
saying
know,
this to
kick him
Green
off.
Galaxy right now. If you comment saying dibs again, man, I swear to God, I'm blocking you.
Whoa.
Call
This
outs.
one was
Call
by
outs.
Spyman Kids 87. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one. This one was by Minecraft Lord 69. What is your opinion on SMPs?
They never
Only
last.
Minecraft.
They never last,
Only
yes.
Minecraft.
They're not gonna.
What about
Yeah.
Shatterheart?
They're literally a fad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Everyone's doing it at one
no
point, and then
SMP like
gone.
somewhat related to the UHC subreddit I've seen has actually like lasted consistently for almost any
Age
period of time.
Minecraft.
Play single
Yeah.
player.
All you gotta do, basically,
can we
the next
skip
SMP
Sim,
is
man?
just going for a record of time played.
I
Well,
want to
the
skip
problem-
the next question.
The problem with SMPs is that the community is so fast paced and gearing up. They're able to basically be done with it and have no challenge in 3 days.
Yeah,
That was one of the problems with UHCS. By the end of the first day, like the first section it was open, people had full diamond. By the next morning, people had full prot 4.
That's ridiculous.
That
Which
and
is a
skipping.
challenge.
for
What
a co-
I've
for
done on like
oh okay.
Shut up, Raven.
okay, no,
No, Raven. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the script. Sorry. Go on.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Just-
That was what JoeL was gonna say. I forgot. So, so what I did in like Shatterheart and the UHCS and stuff like that, I've always limited myself a lot so that I could keep it interesting. I also limit my activity. A lot of people don't agree with that though. But you know, if I limit my gear to like full iron, maybe some leather and gold mixed in there, I find it a lot
I just
funner.
made full prop 4 on Shatterheart actually. And
Yeah.
The
died.
thing,
Well-
okay, here's the problem, at least with the most recent one I played on. I knew it was gonna end in a week. I knew no one was gonna play it in a week. That's why I just kind of was like, fuck it.
also like a drama incubator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's like a tipping point, and then
There's still a Minecore server.
And I think for the record
People
like
play on it.
for the recording ones, like where you're meant to record and upload like Shatterheart, not many people are like enthusiastic about solo commentating and upload. Like, not many people consistently upload stuff like that because they're just not interested in solo commentary.
there's no
it seems
incentive.
like.
There's no
Yeah.
motivation to do it.
Also, it's the same thing every time you log on, and that can
You
be
know
a
what
good
I
and
want?
bad thing.
Here's what I want in an SMP. I want an SMP where every 3 months the people in it change.
Well, I want
100%.
Well, then you wouldn't fucking be in it.
I want an SMP
I know.
where there's
No,
actually
no.
like suspense,
No, okay. Well,
like interaction.
I want to
with
play a
players.
real life SMP.
So griefing allowed.
There needs
No,
to be
but
like a housewives type.
Real life SMP, you have to interact with new people every day or get killed. It's ultra hardcore as well.
I
Like,
want to
if
do
there
a
was-
ultra
if there was-
hardcore faction server.
I wish there
That
was
would
There
work.
was one of those
PvP.
MP.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
man.
doesn't count.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, we
thing,
killed
guys.
the dragon on the first day.
They need an SMP where there's like just pure drama between people, and there's like fights and stuff.
A soap opera.
Separable SMP.
Oh no, okay, we have a very simple solution to this. Take half the Mind Cool members and half the Ambition members and put them together.
Perfect.
Oh,
Over
God.
there.
Cannot
Our side would be
fail.
stuck
no one will
running
listen
into
to our
trees.
podcast ever again. We
Genius.
just offended 2 groups.
No, we've offended LaFonda. We've offended all the people in these recorder rounds,
You
and we've
fucking
offended
LaFonda.
Michael and Ambition.
All right, wait.
We're all-
wait,
Come
wait,
at
wait.
me.
This
No,
is
no,
the
I
series
hate
finale.
Cal.
Also,
offended
Dibs just
multiple
listed
LaFondas, like
recorded
the
rounds.
one-
If you have
offended
ever
and
commented on the
Ambition. He
subreddit,
doesn't
you're a
think
terrible
Ambition's a recorded
person.
round. The callouts.
Okay, let's
I
move
hate
on to
the
our next
internet.
question asked by Sam, the man. Oh, okay, never mind.
There's
next
no more
question.
good questions.
Next question asked by Davin. Shut up, Raven. Next question asked by dibzcraft.dbzfanknowsbest. Who would you rather dibzcraft? Dibzcraft or dibzcraft?
Yeah.
Dibzcraft,
I'd
you wanna
rather
answer this?
dibzcraft, to be honest.
I'm
It's not
personally
on
more
recorder
a
rounds, which
supporter
is
of
Terraria.
Dibzcraft.
I like this one.
Right,
Yeah,
so I
I'm
think
up
this
for
is
it,
the end
you
of
know, I'm a big
podcast
fan of
19, the
Terraria.
boys.
Yeah, thanks for
No.
watching, guys.
I love Terraria.
Would you rather fight 100 horses or
All right.
Tony can
Someone
take
end
on
off the
both.
podcast. We'll see you next week.
With
Bye,
a
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I hope I still have a life by the time I get back next week. You guys are all gonna murder me. Bye.
Minecraft.